What kind of sales results do you think you could achieve if you had total credibility with your customers? If every prospect you spoke with had an unquestioning faith in everything you had to say? If you said they needed to upgrade their network storage capacity, they'd say, of course. If you told them that they needed to get all their users trained, they'd just say, sure. If you said that an extended service agreement for their large format printer made sense, they'd reply, whatever you say, you're the expert. Hey, how'd you like a life like that? Well, to tell you the truth, it might not be possible to achieve quite that level of credibility with your clients, but the fact of the matter is that there are specific techniques that you can use to significantly increase the level of credibility that you have in your clients' eyes. In fact, if you learn and use the techniques that I'm going to describe in this module, you're going to go a long way towards positioning yourself as a credible, trusted advisor for your small and medium-sized business customers. Social psychologists who've studied the issue of credibility tell us that there are two elements that you need to bring to the table if you want to be perceived as credible. The first element is expertise. When you go to a doctor, you'll usually see her diplomas and certificates displayed prominently in the office. The underlying unspoken message is clear. She's telling you, I've studied and worked hard to achieve recognition as someone who's licensed and qualified to practice. You're in good hands because I know what I'm doing. Well, in the same way, you need to give your clients a reason to believe that you know what you're talking about. Obviously, though, you can't take a wall full of certificates around with you on every sales call. Instead, you need to establish your credibility in the course of your conversations and presentations. For example, if it's appropriate, you can mention that you've taken the time to go through advanced training programs from respected industry vendors such as Microsoft or Hewlett-Packard. Or you might note the fact that you've been helping clients in your community with network solutions for over 5 years, including some of the community's most recognized names. Needless to say, you'll have to identify your own specific illustrations of your particular expertise. Whatever they are, you'll want to make a point of including them in your presentations. There's another element of credibility, though, that's just as important as expertise. It's the element of reliability. All of the expertise in the world won't do you any good if your clients don't believe that they can count on you to tell them the truth. In other words, if they don't perceive you as being reliable. The key to demonstrating reliability is a little counterintuitive. It lies in your willingness to point out things that it might not seem to be in your best interest to point out. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you're demonstrating a particular notebook computer for a small business client who's getting ready to equip his sales force. You might say to your client something like this: I want you to know that the battery life for this system is not as long as it is for the other system that you told me that you're considering. Now, you've just established your reliability by pointing out an apparent negative for the system you're recommending. You can then go on to explain, the reason I'm making this particular recommendation is that this system has a superior screen. When your salespeople are using the notebook to make presentations, no matter what the lighting conditions are, their customers won't have to strain to see a washed out image. When you combine reliability with demonstrated expertise, your credibility will go right through the roof. One other thing, your sales presentations aren't the only place for you to demonstrate credibility. Your sales proposals should also demonstrate your expertise and reliability. The truth is, many salespeople give out sales proposals that are nothing more than shopping lists. This is great news, though, because it represents a real opportunity for you to differentiate yourself from the pack. Your sales proposal should be a real sales document. In fact, if you haven't done so already, take a few moments to get familiar with the proposal generator that's part of the Hewlett-Packard Profit Engine program. It's a tool that can save you a great deal of time and effort and generate superior results at the same time. Don't forget, if you use these techniques for establishing your credibility, your clients and prospects will begin to see you in a whole new light. Instead of seeing an adversary, they'll see you as a trusted advisor, as a partner in their decision-making process. And wouldn't that be a great place to be?